That's what I'm saying. Like he beat Armin ass. Like that was a lot. Like he was hollering. He was like, bro, you know what? Like he was talking shit. And like to everybody, like Mikasa, you gonna do what I say because you my slave. It's in your blood.
You said you're a slave, girl. You are a slave. Like I can't believe he said that.
It did. She beat Armin ass too. They jumped Armin. They jumped Armin. Like, what are you talking about? That was a lot.
Hello and welcome back, everyone, to your favorite podcast, Big Titan Talk. It's me, TheAnimeNae, and oh my goodness, I am very excited to be back today, and I am joined by another returning guest. We have Vic on the pod, aka Vic Page Fitness. Welcome back, Vic.
How you doing?
And today we're going to be discussing not just one, but 2 episodes of Attack on Titan. You guys all know that we had that little break last week, and we got 2 uploads, and oh my God, I don't even know what to say. But before we get into the episodes, how have you been, Vic? How you been feeling?
I've been good. I've been feeling good. I've been busy, working, just living. But because of that, I've been feeling good. How you been feeling?
Good, busy. We were kind of talking about it, like you said, feel busier than ever. But I was gonna ask you, like, as far as I know, for me working in like the fitness space, it's been kind of weird. But how is training and stuff been for you throughout COVID, and like now that people are getting vaccines and stuff? Is it kind of different now, or how is that?
I mean, honestly, for a minute now, training has been going like well. Like people want to get in the gym, like because everything shut down, a lot of people like became very inactive. So like with the gyms being open, like and really kind of being one of the only things that's really been open, like throughout like the pandemic, it's kind of like for me, it has not been bad, honestly. So like more people now are becoming even more comfortable with getting out with them getting the vaccines. I train a lot of people that work at hospitals. So I mean, I guess like I've been blessed to say I've had those people to train, like they've been vaccinated or been taking care of themselves and stuff like that.
No, yeah, I would say the same. Like it definitely was a dip in, memberships and clients and all that different stuff. But now I've been having way more people rejoining and getting back into it, which has been nice. But I was gonna ask you, do you guys have to wear masks when you guys train and stuff in the gym?
You gotta wear masks to come inside the facility, but like when you're exercising, like you aren't required to wear a mask, but it's up to my clients. Some do, some don't. Um, we make sure to spray down everything like right after everybody touches it. Every week we get like the professional sprayers to come and disinfect and use that type of chemicals and stuff on everything. So other than that, that's just follow those protocols. Everybody's been good.
Yeah. So where I'm at, everyone has to wear a mask, and it's literally been the most. Well, I don't care that much. Like I understand that it's difficult to work out with a mask, but I'm like, it is what it is, But people will complain their asses off about wearing these masks, and I'm like, listen, I feel you, but it is what it is. Like if you want to still get the exercise and be in public and be around people, like you kind of have to do.
Right. And honestly, the mask like really doesn't hinder for most people like what they doing. Like especially if you slow down and take a breath.
So. Man, say it again. That's what I've been trying to tell people. Like it's like a mental block. You're thinking, you're not breathing because you have this mask on, but you're taking a deep breath. Like you're
Right.
fine. But yeah, so what have you been watching other than AOT?
Um, I've been watching ReZero. Uh, that's a very good show. Like a very good anime I've been
I
watching for a
haven't
while.
seen it yet.
Wow, you should definitely watch it. It's popular. As
I
like it's
know.
really
I see it every time I get on Crunchyroll. They talking about ReZero, and I saw something on Instagram, and it was like so and so now has to save his. I don't remember what it was, but it was. I was like, maybe I shouldn't be reading this because it's on my list. But
low key. Like low key, if you high key, yeah. I've seen it. This is like my third time and like watching it like through, and it still got new episodes. So it's nice. The time I got reincarnated as a slime is a very good anime.
really,
I'm watch it. Like it's the name does not give it justice. Like it's very good. It's incredible. It's an incredibly good anime. Like watch it. World Trigger, another incredibly good anime. Like it's crazy how good it is. Like I'm actually happy I'm here to tell you how good they are.
now I'm having to write these down. Let me take notes because I see the time I got reincarnated as a slime often. But have you
Mhm.
ever seen what is like the Devil's a Part Timer?
Yeah, I seen that. That's a good anime too. That's
I thought
cool.
it was good too, but I like it gave me that vibe, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like I'll check that. Is it kind of like that?
It's a lot better than that.
Wow. Okay. Because I, like I said, I thought that that was good, but I was like, I can't wait to watch that for a little bit. But
Yep.
okay.
Um.
World
Yep.
Trigger.
Yep. World Trigger is very good and it has a lot of episodes. The Promised Neverland. I've been watching that. Um. The Promised Neverland is cool to me. I don't think it deserves all the hype it get.
Man, say that again. I'm actually behind. Like I was keeping up, and then I think I'm like 2 or 3 episodes behind. But
Mm-hmm.
no, I agree. I would say like at first I was like, dang, like this premise is super good, and I'm with it. And even now, even into season 2, with some of the stuff that has happened, which I mean, I'm not gonna say it, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I should be into it more than I am.
Keep watching it, but like don't be holding your breath for stuff for real. Like just watch it, like because you started it and like just to figure stuff out. Because there's some stuff that was irritating me, but now that they're showing, I'm like, okay, all right, that's cool. But I've been watching Dragon Quest Adventure Die. That's been going crazy. Jujutsu Kaisen. I've been watching that. And Black Clover, and that's really it right now.
Okay, so I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen, but not that I don't think it's good. I think that it's really good, but I'm not falling in love with it like I would want to. Like I want to say I'm on episode 9 or 10 now. And I kept getting stuck at like episode 5. And
Mm-hmm.
then I finally kind of got past that hump. And now I'm at episode 9 or 10. You know what it is? Like if I am not just purely watching it, like if I'm kind of doing other stuff and have it on watching the dub, I kind
Mm-hmm.
of just like fade away and fade off of it. But if I'm
Yeah.
like watching, I dang near needs to just watching Japanese, so I'm forced to like for real pay attention to it.
Yeah, I mean it's nice, like especially some of the more recent episodes. Uh, like it's worth watching for them because it gets interesting, but it's not like to me like super insanely good, but it do have some super insanely good parts to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I feel
Yeah.
that.
Like overall, like it's exactly that. Like you could just like not watch it for a couple of weeks. Like it's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But you would be like, okay, like I'm happy I caught up because I literally just watched 3 episodes of it that I didn't see. So uh, like it's not like Attack on Titan. I'm like, oh shit, the new episode, gonna watch it type shit.
Ask
Um,
you, do you feel like when you first started watching Attack on Titan, did you feel like it started off slow or not?
I wasn't as into it at first. I had to rewatch it. Like I had started it and then like, I had stopped watching it. Um, like low key when everybody be hyping stuff up, I'm one of them people. I'll be like, I'm cool on it, like low key. So like that happened, and then I was like, yeah, it's whatever. But then I was like, no, because I had really started getting into Berserk, And then Attack on Titan has some themes to it that reminded me of Berserk. So I was like, all right, let me rewatch this. And then like that's why I'm like, I was like, okay, like it's cool. Like, but I'll say yeah, it probably started off a little slow because it's way different than how it started off. But I like that too. Like, I like that.
Yeah, but I have to say, like, I did not think it started off slow. Like, who I ran into someone I went to high school with, and we were talking about it. And he brought up the podcast, and he was like, "Yeah, to be honest, like, I wasn't really a fan of Attack on Titan for a while. Like, it wasn't until around like season 2 that I really started to get into it." And I personally, as far as like first episodes go, I was in it. Like the first episode, I was like, "What?" And I think for me, like the first episode of Sword Art Online was one of the best first episodes. I had no clue what that show was about. So like when stuff started like happening toward the end of the episode and it like shifted what I thought the anime was going to be about, what it was going to be about, that is what I kind of liked. And I felt like Attack on Titan kind of did that. So I don't know. I was into it. I was like, what is this thing that's on top of this wall? But
when did you first watch Attack on Titan?
right. When I first watched it, though, I was going to say that too. When I started watching it, season 1 had already been out. Like I started watching it like maybe like 6 months before the dub of season 2 came out, or no, not the dub of season 2, but like a couple of months before they started putting the dub of season 2 out. So like I watched all of season 1. It was on Netflix, and then season 2 came out on Netflix a little bit after that, and then I watched all of season 2. So like you said, people were hyping it up, and I kind of, my brother kind of hit me up like, hey, like, no, that's a good anime, you need to watch it. And by the time he did that, then that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna see. And it was on Netflix, and they had the whole first season, so I was like, nice. But yeah. So yeah, I feel like it's been a while, but I don't know. I'm just so sad that it's ending. I just feel like nothing has kept me this captivated in a while. I mean, like, there's some good anime out there, but this has just had me on my freaking toes.
I could say that what's another anime I feel like was like this? I mean, I was like when Naruto was coming out, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's real. That's real.
I wish like Twitter was at the level it's at now, you know what I'm saying? Like when we was watching Naruto, like when, yeah, it really did. That was crazy.
I feel that. Are you sad about Black Clover? Are you a Black Clover fan?
I am. Yeah, I love Black Clover. I'm not sad about it at all. It's gonna come with episodes. It's too popular. It's too raw. So it's gonna like at some point it's gonna pick back up. Like
You think
whatever they.
so? You think it's not gonna end for real?
I don't think it's gonna end. And it's not done yet.
They said the last episode is coming out. You heard that, right?
But that's not the last like of the story though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like like at some like it's too good of an anime. Like people fuck with it too heavy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Bleach.
No,
Bleach
I
is
feel you.
like because people fuck with Bleach so heavy. Like they was like, all right, we gonna start animated that again. So
Nah, that's real. You just a real calm, relaxed person. Like I don't know people that are sad as hell. Like I can't believe it's over.
yeah, people be emotional. They be tripping. Such an anime. I wish they'd like start like Kenichi the Mighty's Disciple. I wish they would finish that. But who knows if they ever will. I hope they continue Shield Hero. I feel like that was very good.
Man, mine is always Dead Man Wonderland. Like I'm just like I can't believe they stopped animating that.
Yeah, for real, because it was getting crazy.
Yeah. But all right, let's get into these episodes. So y'all, we had 2 episodes. So we're gonna break it up, talk about episode 73, Savagery. So I'll just start by saying, like, I haven't talked to anyone about these episodes at all, but I don't know. I honestly can't even really sum up how I really feel about everything. But okay, so Savagery, right? 3 things that I 100% believe that other fans seem to not want to believe. I'll start there, okay? 1, Armin 100% is only visiting Annie because of Bertolt. Like 100%. I saw somebody saying like, no, like that's not true. He's not being not manipulated, but like Bertolt isn't in his head. I'm like, yeah, he is. Like, why else? I don't know. Like, what else? What other reason would he have to do that?
Yeah,
And
was he doing it before?
I didn't think that they were that cool at all before. Like from my memory, I don't remember it being like an Annie and Armin thing at all.
No, I'm saying like, did he ever go to her? Like, go to her
I
thing?
don't think so.
Like,
You mean like before he was
yeah,
class of
before?
men?
Yeah, so like that would support you if he could, if he never went.
Yeah, I don't remember them showing that. I'm like, I seriously doubt that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this one is blowing me dang near. Eren, I feel like Eren indeed hates Mikasa. And I feel like he's always subconsciously dang near not like this girl. Like when I think back to all the moments in the show, every moment in the show for me, he has always been her being like, Eren, and him being like, ugh, you're so annoying. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's like your cousin that you might not love. I mean, you might not like, but you love them because they've been in your life your whole life, but you don't really like them. And you're like, why don't I really fuck with you like that? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Like I've been thinking about that too. Like, man, like is he for real? Like about everything that he said? Like, cause he just beat Armin ass. Like he just beat Ohel and then said, I hate you, Mikasa, and then like everything he said was just gone. So I think you're right though. I think he really do hate her. I really do think Armin is only going there because of Big B, Big Bird, and, and yeah.
And it seems like to me, everything he's saying is true. Like, I mean, we know that the Ackermans, they are who they are. Their powers are triggered at a certain point. And they're programmed to protect. Like, I don't know. I'm just confused on why this isn't a believable thing. I mean, we don't want to believe it because it's, been them three, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like though Eren is bogus for the delivery. Like the delivery is bogus. He didn't even have to say all of this. But then again, maybe he did because he's like, listen, like we got to move forward. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it's gonna be some big plot twist or something because it just seems too straightforward right now. He's like, oh, this is Zeke and Eren's plan, and they trying to do this. Can I talk
Yeah.
that? Can I
Huh?
say, are we saying everything on the podcast?
You
Like,
can, yeah. I mean, we're gonna get to all of that stuff too. But I was gonna say, like, yeah, we can definitely get into that. But I definitely do not think that Eren is going on with that plan. Like, I just feel like his whole "I'm free" thing I feel like it's in conflict with Zeke's plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't see how those two things are like actually.
Zeke Zeke teams seems too unstable,
You think
and
so?
I don't fuck. Yeah, like he looking crazy right now. Like, and especially he looking crazy. He looking like desperate. He like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I
Yeah,
think.
but I feel like he is desperate. Like Zeke is ultra desperate right now.
Like, nah, he looked desperate. Like, I don't know. I feel like yeah. This is a lot. This is like I can't wait for the next episode. Honestly, like I'm getting excited. Like talking about it, thinking about it.
Okay, so okay, the meeting with those three and then little Gabby in the corner. Do you even think it was necessary? Do you think it was necessary for them to even have a conversation?
I feel like it is, but I don't know why it is. Like they don't be doing that for no reason in this show.
Yeah.
That was a lot. It was a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like he beat Armin ass. Like that was a lot. Like
Yeah.
he was hollering. He was like Burrito. Like he was talking shit. And like to everybody. Like Mikasa, you gonna do what I say because you my slave. It's in
He
your blood.
literally said, "You're a slave, girl. You are a slave." Like I can't believe he said that.
It did. She beat Armin ass too. They jumped Armin. That was a lot. They jumped Armin. Like, what are you talking about? That was a lot.
They definitely jumped Armin. And what's sad is I thought Armin was really about to show out for a second, but nah, see, he should have been in combat training with Eren when all the Marley people came over and stuff. He should have been training, okay? Training. Eren clearly was. But I mean, okay, so this is the first time that we actually get to hear what Eren's intentions are. Like, literally, this whole time we've heard nothing. All we've heard was, did you read my letters? I still am kind of like, what exactly was in the letter? Like,
Right.
I don't know. What was he telling them the plan was?
Mm-hmm.
But this is the first time we actually get to hear his thought, just his thinking in general, or what he plans on doing, or just where he stands. And him saying, like, I'm not being manipulated by Zeke, I'm free. And even for him, like him coming after Armin, I'm like, wait. Are you forgetting, Eren? You literally have 3 different Titans inside of you right now. Like, I strongly believe that anybody who has one of the Titan shifters or whatever, the variants inside of them, absolutely are being, controlled in some way by that person's will or by all those former people's will. So I'm like, you aren't Eren Yeager at all anymore. Like, you are 100% Warhammer Attack and Founding Titan. You know what I mean?
So would you say that he's something totally new then? Some new consciousness that is not of anything that we know? Like, is that what you're saying?
I wasn't thinking that, but now that you say that, I guess so. No, you looking like, ain't that what you said? That's honestly, I'm just feeling like, well, I guess, yeah, that would be the case. I guess really what I just meant was, I feel like he's in conflict. Like, all of these things inside of him are feeding his
I was taking it hella literal. Yep. I get what you said though. I get it.
Yeah, but like also, yes, like this is something new. Now I think that it can also be true though that Mikasa is really just protective of Eren because she's Ackerman, and Bertol is whatever, like his memories are attached to Armin now and all of this stuff. I think it all still could be true, but they still work together. Like I'm not getting why all of this has to be fact, and then Eren's like, oh, but also like now y'all are my captives, and also bring Gabby with us. Let's head out. Okay.
See, that's why I feel like it's some type of plan, because it's just so much. It's so like, why does it have to be all of this? You know what I'm saying? This way, like that's why I feel like it's something that like the next episode is gonna reveal why he's doing all of that.
Okay, so do you think that him and the Jaegerists are on the same page, or you think he's using the Jaegerists? Or
He's definitely using them. Like Flock, I fuck with Flock heavy. Nah, let's put that down. Like, that's my nigga.
Nah,
He was, bro. You gotta I had to rewind it a couple of times where he was hollering with the gun. He was told it. It was an A. He was like, "Come on," before I had to shoot you. Like, no, stop playing. Let's go. Like, he was hollering. Like, where this dude come from? Just talking all this shit. Like,
I literally wrote down, how do we feel about Flock? I'm like, who in the hell do he think he is? You talking about, yeah, I'm fucking with it.
Bro, he is a savage. He is hard. Like, that's a great character. That is, stop hating and respect the character right there. Like, you really hate him, right? You really don't fuck with him. Yeah. Like, he's hot. Like, he's flexing out of nowhere. Like, he's doing some shit. Like, you hate this. Like, that's great. That's a great character. I fuck with him.
Yeah, honestly, he is the only character I can't stand. Like, every single other character, I feel like I can rationalize why they are how they are. Even little Gabby, ridiculous self. But it's Flock for me. I'm like, now, granted, he went through a lot. You saw everybody die around you, but so has everybody else. Like, why? I don't know who he thinks he is to be like, I'm the one leading this right now. Like, I think he's on a ego trip.
He did. Like, you gotta remember, he was one of the people that was like, we are gonna die for everybody else to let them niggas do what they had to do. Like, Eren gave his fucking speech. You know what I'm saying? He was like, we need to do this. Flock was one of them niggas like, all right, it is what it is. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Not like he survived off of something he did. Like he just didn't get hit.
Look, it's the luck of the draw. And that's what make him hard. He's just flexing. Like, so I'm interested to see like what's gonna happen to him because like he's definitely gonna die. Like you know what I'm saying? He's definitely gonna die somehow. Like he's doing too much to not die. Like that's the rules.
He's definitely gonna die. He's doing too much to not die. Okay, so would you? All right, thinking about the Jaegerist though, would you be a Jaegerist? You know, we never talked about when you were on, I don't think we had gotten to the point of like sides for real. Like I don't think we talked about like, you know, we had seen like where Marley was and consider like in relation to what Eren was on, in relation to what Zeke, you know what I'm saying? So like how do you feel about the Alien Dilemma? Like are you with the Jaegerists? Are you with the Scouts? Like what are you thinking?
My girlfriend just asked me the same question. I am with Eren.
And I'll also add to this too, like you have a lot more information, intel to me about like war and stuff. Would you say so?
You got me dead. Did we even tell the podcast like I'm a veteran? Okay,
Oh, we didn't even. You know what? I'm the worst, y'all.
that's that's hilarious. But Eren is just like he is playing chess, and like I said, Zeke, it looks very unstable to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not even like in a very good in a very good position. He hasn't been. He's been doing like what he has to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true. Like he's been waiting in the forest because he has to. Like that's what he's been told to do. He's been waiting on Eren. That's very true. Like he's not in control. Like he wants to feel like he's in control, but he's not.
He's not. Eren is in control. You know what I'm saying?
He got out of jail. He got what he needed to do. He now has kidnapped. Like, yeah, he is very much in control.
Not even got out of jail, but I feel like everything has been like what he wants it to have been. You know what I'm saying? Or close to it.
Man, that's true. Okay, so you're with Eren. You're not with the Jaegers,
like,
you're with Eren.
Yeah, I feel like he's seen the future. Like ever since he touched his store, I feel like he's seen the future. Ever since then, he been different.
So you think Eren has a plan that is different from what Zeke's trying to do, different from what everyone's trying to do to actually solve the Eldian dilemma, or to what? Like save the people of Paradise Island? Like I just don't even understand what. Well, in my head, he's now seen outside Paradise Island, so it's not even just that to me now. Like he's been in Marley, he's seen the little internment camp. Like they're in a wall too. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I think that's interesting too that everybody is in these walls, like everywhere.
Yeah, but Eren talking about I'm free. I don't know. It's just interesting choice of words to me. Like you're free. I don't know where. I guess now in this moment, yeah, he is. I mean, he's free of any ties, any relation to anything. Like he's not really in the Scouts anymore. Like he really is free to just do what he wants to do. But man, like we got to talk about this freaking wine. The wine to me is the biggest writing flaw, because why in any world is anyone in Paradise Island even trusting anyone from Marley enough to eat the food? I wouldn't eat not damn thing from Marley, and I wouldn't drink anything from Marley either. Like I don't get that at all. Like I don't know. That to me is the one thing that just doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, so I guess if we looking back, that's why they tried to show like how much they won they trust over. You know what I'm saying? Like looking back at that episode that I felt like was weak. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, I want to see all this stuff like them like getting to know each other. So maybe that's why. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, maybe that's kind of weak. So I was like strengthen that. But I feel you on that. But hey, like people in history, like do dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like in wars and shit. So hey, they drank the wine. They drank the Kool-Aid. They drank the Kool-Aid. You know about that? You know something about the cult of people that drank all the Kool-Aid that died together? Like they all died.
I think
Like,
so. I think
why
so.
would you tell somebody to drink some Kool-Aid that you're gonna go to like heaven with them? You know what I'm saying? And that dude, you know what I'm saying? Like the weird
Yeah,
shit.
like it
So
was like that cult.
very random off topic, but I say all that
Come on,
to
you know about that?
say, but I say all that to say that people just be doing fraud stuff. Like, why would they drink this liquor from a land of people that wants to murder all of you? Even if they say that they are there to help you.
Precisely. And I mean, good on Levi for not drinking it. But so in my last podcast, we talked about basically just Levi being fed up. And I was like, yeah, he's about to do something. Like I feel like, Levi was at his wit's end with even trying to cooperate with Eren and the rest of them. So I expected this to happen. Now, I definitely didn't think though that all of them people was going to turn into Titans. I thought that, Beast Titan was just going to come, like Levi was going to try to fight Beast Titan. Beast was gonna come out, and I don't even know how he was gonna get out of that. But man, I didn't realize how much I love Levi until that scene because narratively for the plot, I want Zeke to get away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want him to escape, and I want to see what he's actually trying to do. But when he actually caught up, like when Levi caught up to Zeke, I was like, hell yeah, of course he did. Like, I just feel like Levi actually might be one of the rawest people in anime for me. Like just his character in general. Like he has been through so much, but the integrity that he maintains is just impeccable to me.
Yeah, he's been a consistent character. I feel like he's been one consistent character throughout the show. Like if it's anybody that's gonna get it done, it's Levi. Like Levi, everybody has trusted Levi, and then also like he just been there. He's like, talked to everybody, like been everywhere, did everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's like he low key the main character.
You think so?
Like yeah, and I think it's crazy. He had Ackerman. I really think that's something like maybe in the manga they touched on more, but like the fact that he had Ackerman too, like was they not talking to him? Like when they was talking to like Mikasa, they wasn't talking to Levi?
What you talking about? Like when the woman came to
Yeah.
Paradise Island? Nah,
Yeah.
and that's because Mikasa is half Ackerman, half like Japanese or Asian. I don't know. She's
Yeah,
half.
oh yeah. I'm
Right.
tripping.
So like Hizuru, that's a part of her like Asian side. So she's only half Ackerman.
No, yes, I'm tripping.
Now she's trying to connect the dots. Like, okay, true. Okay, this Titan, well, not the Titan serum, but Zeke's little spinal fluid scream thing, it's just confusing me. Like, I actually don't understand what's going on with that. Like, do they freeze up? Is it like, I don't know. In my head, I kind of just thought maybe like if they're within a certain range, they'll turn into Titans, maybe, or something like that. Cause I'm just like, so what is it? Do they freeze or not?
Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's what it is. Like they either turn into a Titan if they like close, and then they far like they just like stunned or like paralyzed or something. Like or you know what I'm saying? Depending on how far they. But I think it's crazy how many people drank this wine. Like I was like, man, come on now. I was like, come on now. Like all them people, like, come on now. Like y'all crazy.
Tweaking. All them people are tweaking. Pixis. Why in the? But also though, Pixis was like you said in that episode, like he was one of the main people. Like yeah, like let's listen to them. Like let's understand. Like they have stuff to teach us. So I mean, I guess, but I'm just like I can't believe all these. I wouldn't be drinking the wine. All I got to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what is that guy's name? Shandis or whatever. Like what is that? Is that his name? You know what I'm talking about? Like when Flock and them showed up and basically ordered the scout recruits to beat up the dude.
Mm-hmm.
That was so ridiculous. I'm a little sad. When he was like, nah, it don't matter how much of them there are, I can still take them. I was like, yeah, turn up. Let's see. Nah, I was like,
He was doing that for their sake. You know what I'm saying? He knew.
oh. I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah, like that's like, come on now. That was gonna be his ass. He know, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so like that's basically him like, all right, like do what y'all gotta do. Like he wants to encourage them to one take their own path, you know what I'm saying, do what they like want to do and gotta do. And also so Flock don't fucking go crazy and just start killing niggas. Cause people was gonna be acting scared and Flock was gonna do some bullshit. That's what I was some like that's why he did that.
I feel that. What do you think Hanji about to do?
I don't know. She been disappointing me.
Yeah, I can't lie. She was one of my favorite characters, and I haven't completely abandoned her, but I'm just like, I've really just always felt like Hanji was above the curve, always had a plan, like, something like in the shadows, but I just feel like the pressure is getting to her. Like her being the actual leader now is getting to her. And again, I just feel like she's number one. Should have been like, we ain't drinking no damn wine from Marley. Like, okay, I feel you, I trust her, but we ain't doing that. So yeah, she's definitely been disappointing me a little bit too. But the moment when Flock was like, all right, now where's Zeke? And she didn't move, I'm like, what is she about to do? But I don't think that, like, what can she do at this point?
I have a theory. A possible if Hanji is raw, if you know what I'm saying, if all this like her being Jakey shit is like some part of some redemption, you know what I'm saying, arc. What if the reason the people there didn't turn into Titans was because they knew that the alcohol is messed up and they have some way to counter it that she made. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they didn't turn into Titans. It ain't no stunt shit. It's just like that could be a theory, part of somebody's plan in the future. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know. I hate to say it, but I think she lost in the sauce. I think she lost.
Giving her too much credit with that one.
You giving her too much credit with that one. She was looking shook Niccolo was like, wash out Falco's mouth because some stuff got into it. She looked like, what? Like she looked shook.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like she's smart as fuck, bro. So she crazy. She's smart. So hey, we're gonna see.
That's real. See.
I've been wanting like it's really this is an anime that really makes me want to read the manga. But I've been abstaining from it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel like once we get this last episode though, I'm definitely about to be looking at the manga immediately because I feel like we have to be missing something. Like there's some stuff I feel like they just couldn't show us, but yeah. But okay, we can get into the next episode, y'all. It's called Soul Salvation, and yeah, we get a ton of backstory about Zeke. And I've always said that Zeke is one of my favorite characters, but I have to say now, after all of this, after hearing what his plan is, can't even rock with you anymore, Zeke. Like, can't even.
He's unstable.
Yeah, he's unstable, but I can't, like, I always felt like how you're saying Eren is, like, he's in control and all that stuff. That's really how I felt like Zeke was. Like, I always just felt like Zeke, exactly how he has this secret plan and this secret motive and all this stuff. I was like, okay, yeah, I've always felt like he had that, but not this. Like, this is not saving that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, I feel like Zeke sold a dream to all of the Eldians or, the Eldian restorationists or whatever. And it's like, we're about to do the new Eldian Empire. Just kidding. We're actually going to euthanize everybody. Like, what?
This is very straightforward. Like, all right. It's like the Thanos plan.
Yeah.
So I'm not really rocking with it either. That's why I'm banking on either Eren having some crazy plan or Hanji.
I agree. But okay, so first off, Grisha, huh? That ain't the Grisha I know at all. Like, what the hell is up with that? Like, I'm just like, from the first, like when the scene first popped up, I was like, that doesn't seem right.
Honestly, though, how is he with Eren?
How is he with Eren? What you mean? Like, what you mean?
In the forest. Like, and that his dad?
You talking about Grisha?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you mean? How was he with Eren in the forest when he gave him the Titan power?
Yeah. How's like was he very loving?
No, 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 no. That's not what I mean. The way he acts, yes, that's absolutely the way Grisha be acting. But I'm, I'm talking
That
about
would
the
be,
way he looks, though. That's not how Grisha looks.
I mean, that was a different time. No, like I guess he do look a little different, but he looked like him though. Do I gotta rewatch it? Cause I'll be fraud when I be watching the episodes. Is it look different? Like, is this something you talk to other people about? And they say he looks different, like
No, no, no,
crazily
no.
different.
This is something that I talk to myself about because
Okay.
I have this theory in my head that okay, so I'm gonna just lay it out there for everybody. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if it's a combination of slight spoilers I've seen or what, but I just feel like the Attack Titan is like a thing. And I just don't believe that everything we know to be true and fact is absolutely true and fact. And I think it's because I don't know. Like seeing this Grisha, to me, Grisha looked a little different, right? The Grisha we see in oh, but you know what? Let me take a step back. I'm gonna take a step all the way back because this is a new studio. The animation is different. So it could be just the animation, but I'm telling you, to me, he looks so different. Like when that guy stepped on the screen, I was like, that's not Grisha. Whoa, who is that? Do they not have the same dad? Like I was like, they not even the same person.
It's like you confuse it. You can like you said me to a whole different place. Like I don't even know how to respond to that.
Right. Like
I think that's just you.
I think you really oh my God. I didn't want to put a poll up. Like everybody think that's the same Grisha or what? I mean, I guess it has to be. It has to be, but they just don't look nothing alike to me. Like
Like that is something so crazy to just have in there in the middle of a flashback, like in the middle of him about to like face off with Levi. You know what I'm saying?
that this is a different dad.
Yeah, like that is be like just like it just seems such a subtle, crazy thing. But hey, it could.
Okay. Now this is do you want this is even a crazier theory of what this is what I came up with when I saw that and thought that's not the same guy. This is what my thought went to. Grisha, the Grisha that freaking what's his name? Zeke knows, his dad was a Titan, was out in the world running around. Now in my head, I feel like another Titan ate him and became the Attack Titan and like because of that woke up with all of these different memories and stuff and we already know like well I mean we don't already know this. Do we know this? The whole future thing? Is this a spoiler? Is that a spoiler?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
How do you know what I'm talking about? You literally said Eren touched Astoria and
Yeah, I think that I'm theorizing that. I don't know that.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say then. Basically, I just feel like, well, the theory I've come up with in my head, because I felt like they're not the same Grisha, and this isn't gonna spoil anything. I just feel like the Grisha that left Marley was eaten by somebody else and became like the Attack Titan or whatever, and then showed up at Paradise Island. And I don't know if I think it's the same person. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. They just don't look the same to me. When did Grisha get glasses though? In season 3, did they show us that? Like when he got to Paradise Island, did he get glasses or did he already have glasses? It was
You
the
ask.
glasses for me too. Like he didn't have glasses on. Okay,
Uh,
we're gonna
you
get
got
off of this because
you got you gotta we gotta see if Grisha had glasses and if Armin was going to see Annie before he got his Titan powers.
right, just to figure out some stuff that don't probably even really matter to the plot of what's going
Right.
on.
Hey, but that's why people be rewatching stuff all the time though. You know what I'm saying? Just to see that. That's a
Yeah.
part of the show and make you go back and rewatch that.
No, for real. And ultimately, I feel like Sasha's dad was 100% right. Like the whole kids in the forest episode where it was like keep the kids out of the forest. I'm like, absolutely keep the kids out the forest, because seeing all these like all these flashbacks of Reiner, Eren, now Zeke, even I mean Falco little self, like all of them are literally being like tortured and forced to be this thing and to save the world. You know what I mean? And it's just ruining them and putting all that pressure on somebody being like, you're gonna save the world. It's not gonna work. It's just not working. But I was gonna oh yeah, I was I was gonna say this guy, Mr. K, I can't say his name because something, you know I'm talking about, the former Beast Titan.
Sava.
Yeah, him. He looked more like Grisha than this Grisha dude. Okay, I'm off it. That's Grisha, I guess. But listen, we get this final episode and they say anything like that, just know I'm about to be on Instagram. Like I told y'all. Anyway,
I'm upset that you just said that.
he looked more like Grisha. I'm like, nah, that looked like Grisha. I can't believe Zeke actually did report his parents. I was hoping that wasn't true, but shoot,
Fuck them.
His parents.
Bro, you seen the way bro, his dad was looking at him all the time. He was just trying to live his life. He was doing shit for them. That was, and then they started roasting him. He tried to warn them. He literally was like, "Hey, y'all, like," he like, "Yo, chill out." Like I hear them talking about y'all, like you specifically. Nobody, like, they was like, "No, what you talking about, bro?" Like they got buck with him. He was like, "All right, sorry, no."
Yeah, that was bad. I'm like, this man is literally in the Marley headquarters. Y'all should listen to him. Like, he know more probably than y'all do. Like, why are y'all doing this? If he's really like, if it's really this is y'all only shot, like this is y'all biggest chance of changing things, y'all should do it right. Like, it was too frantic. Like how you were saying, like it's just not right.
They ain't really had no plan for real. Their plan was, his son is one of them, like that could possibly get there. All right, make sure he raw as fuck. Like they didn't even tell him about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They was keeping it from him and then stressing him out and then not telling him why they was stressing him out. And then he found out. So I mean, that's what I was about to say. Like, you gotta, like, Salver was there for him. Like, in a way, he was just chill. He was teaching him. Like, I'm sure they talked about hella stuff like over the years. You know what I'm saying? As he got older, and like he was just learning from him. Then he was like, "Yeah, bro, you gotta like give your parents, and they grimy." He was like, "All right, bro, got you."
Yeah.
Done.
He said, listen, you gotta live, they gonna die, but it's okay. That's okay. Vic, like every time I think about something else, I'm like, there's no way we only have one episode. Like I keep thinking about more shit that I'm like is unsettled. And I'm like, we have one episode. If this episode don't start off like boom, there's this, there's that, I'm gonna be blown. Like I think the first 5 minutes is gonna be them like Eren riding to freaking meet up with Zeke or something. I'm gonna be blue. Okay.
I wish anime did like how some shows do, and like if like the final episode be like 40 minutes instead of 20. I wish they'd do stuff like that, or
I
like
was
even
thinking about that.
like 40 minutes again. Like what's that one anime? Fate. You ever seen any Fate animes like those?
Like Fate Zero.
Yeah, Fate
Yeah.
Zero. That's a bunch of different ones, but they be like 40 minutes, and they be
Yeah.
good. They be great.
No, I agree. And I was kind of hoping that that's what was going to happen. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so, but that would be nice if we're going to, this is the final episode. I'm like, give us some here, okay? Give us something. But we going to see. Now I can't lie. I'm not understanding why euthanization is even in the cards. Like, I'm actually very disappointed that that's the route that we're going here. I'm like, I've been waiting for somebody to tell me what they think the freaking solve to this Eldian dilemma is, and that's where we're going with this. Like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that at all.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't like that either. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really hope Eren got some other, like, see some other shit.
But
That's
I'm
how.
wondering, so your plan is really just to kill off all Eldians. Like, that's why, you know how this whole time it's been like, yeah, Zeke don't care nothing about people on Paradise Island. Yeah, he really don't care nothing about the people of Paradise Island. He don't care about the people in Marley anywhere because he wants everyone to die. And I'm like, that's not gonna solve anything. Like, you know, obviously for them it's been like 2,000 years of Titan ruling or whatever Eren said. Like, for them in that world, Titans are the biggest issue. But it's like, well, y'all know now that the world is a bigger place and that there are hella fights about more stuff. Like, people are now trying to attack Paradise Island because of the resource, whatever that resource is that they have, that stone or whatever it is. And so I'm like, okay, like the Eldians all die off. Now what? What do you think, that's saving the world? I don't think that's saving the world at all. And you're saying like you're trying to save people from, I don't know. I just am not a fan of that rhetoric at all. Like, I just feel like there's a way for everyone to live in, a pretty much peaceful place other than just being like, we just gonna keep everybody from having kids.
You know,
Now,
like I,
I don't know if I think there's a way to solve this without violence, though. I think absolutely. Like, I'm gonna just say I'm kind of team again. All Eldians should just band together. All the Titan people need to be together and be like, listen, y'all gonna respect us or else. Like, not saying I think the rumbling needs to happen, but I'm like, world, don't forget we can start this rumbling now. Y'all need to chill out, like relax. But
I'm interested to really see what the rumbling really like, you know what I'm saying, do. Like, I just hope Aaron just be like, fuck it.
and does that instead.
Just let it rip.
Yeah, because I mean, old Mr. K Salver, whatever his name was, he said that basically like the founding titan has to initiate it and that like Zeke can't do it. So I think Zeke talking to Eren and Eren being like, yeah, I'm with that plan. Zeke's like, yes, fuck, like, yes, this is great. Eren's gonna go along with this. We're all good. We just gotta get together and meet up. Um, but also, why didn't they just do it right then and there? I'm confused. Why did they have to go to Paradise Island and be, you know what I mean?
See, and that's what I'm saying. Aaron got a plan because why else would Zeke go to Paradise Island unless Aaron teamed up with him and it was a reason for them to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
because I'm like, why go to y'all hometown? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, y'all could literally have just touched hands right then and there and been like,
went to the basement,
mm,
maybe. I don't know. I'm just talking shit, but that'd be maybe it's something with that.
God dang.
What do you know?
What do I
That-
know?
yeah, what do you know that I don't know?
I mean, there are two things that I've heard that are supposed to happen that I'm like, okay, well, no, there are really three things that I heard that are supposed to happen that are in conflict slightly with there only being one episode left. Like, legitimately, I'm not seeing how any of those things are going to be a thing. But either way, like, those things don't really matter because for me, the thing I'm curious about is again what Eren is really about to do. Now that I know how everybody feels, you know what I mean? Like, Hanji lost in the sauce, Pix is damn near lost in the sauce. The scouts want to save Paradise Island peacefully. The Jaegers fucking just want to, wreak havoc, but also save Eldians. And Zeke wants to euthanize everybody. I'm like, okay, so Eren, what are you trying to do? You know what I mean? Like, it's ultimately all of this is up to what Eren's decision is going to be in the end. And so I don't know. And again, I just keep going back to he has these three titans inside of him that are pulling, as much as he doesn't want to admit it, these three titans are definitely attached to your will now. So, I mean, for me, it's the attack titan. I keep saying that because no one's bringing this Titan up. Like, have you not noticed that? Like, that's the one thing. I don't know anything about that, but it's just like every single time they talk about it's only the founding. Now, I understand the founding Titan's important, but no one brings up the fact that he also was the Attack Titan. I don't know. I'm just very attached to that, but we'll see. That might not even matter.
I feel you. Like, but it's a lot of they like the anime has thrown a lot of stuff at us, and I feel like maybe the manga is different. That's always what I feel like. Like, yeah, like when I watch an anime and I'm like, I don't know about that. And then if I go read the manga, I'll be like, okay, like that's why. So
Yeah, that's real.
that's why I always try to like take a second and like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes think hard about stuff, but then also just be like, maybe it's just like an animation thing.
Yeah, that's real. Man, because it's just crazy because it's like one little moment Attack on Titan could be literally pulled back freaking like 2 seasons later. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even think about that. But
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
real.
a lot of people say it's spoilers in the openings, like to the endings, and I'm like, man, are you serious? Like, is it? Like, wait, I can't wait. That's why I can't wait to see the ending. Like, hopefully, it really is.
Yeah, I think so. I can't lie. I mean, to be honest, what I predict is actually going to happen. Um, I feel like Eren's going to I feel like they're going to do the rumbling. And I honestly feel, I don't know. I just feel like he's going to kill a whole bunch of people. Like, I really genuinely think that he might kill everybody on Paradise Island because he's on this whole I hate anyone who's not free, like I'm free thing. I just feel like he's gonna activate the rumbling and just let whoever dies, like even if they're on Paradise Island, personally. But that's just, I mean, how do you even tie that up? Like, is that how the show is really gonna end? I don't know. But I'm like, the show can't end with Zeke being like, ta-da! Guess what, LDNs? Y'all can't have kids no more. Like,
All y'all spayed and neutered.
literally. And also something that, I mean, Historia is pregnant. So there's about to be another person with royal blood born.
I feel like that's been like they ain't even been like talking about that a lot.
Right.
You know?
That has not been brought up. Like, they showed us her pregnant and that was it.
They slipped that in there, like, oh yeah, she liked this dude, you know what I'm saying? They had a baby. That's really was it. Like, yeah, a story like this dude and they had a baby. All right, so let's go back to Eren.
Right. They served that up to us on a platter for real. Like, literally, it was like, okay, this big meeting. The plan is going to be for Historia. What was it? To have kids with Zeke? Like, they wanted them to have kids or something like that and have a bunch of kids. It definitely was like Historia has to have kids with somebody. I thought it was Zeke.
Maybe, or maybe have somebody else get his powers, then have kids. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. But I just remember him being like, we just need Historia to have as many kids as possible. And then it's like, oh, yeah, she's having this kid now with. Oh, wait. Was it that they wanted her to inherit the founding Titan? Nah, that couldn't be it. Man, I don't remember. But whatever. Like you said, yes. Now she's pregnant and we ain't even talking about that no more. And I'm like, no, we got to bring that back. I mean, I'm sure it's going to come back in this final episode. I don't think it's just as simple as she's pregnant with a random child.
I'm with you. Like, this whole final episode thing sounds crazy. How much they gotta like go over it.
Literally, first scene needs to be either Zeke fully like, what is the word called?
A regenerator or something?
Yeah, like him fully regenerated and Levi's dead and he's meeting up with Eren right there. Like, I want in the first 5 seconds to be like, dang, Levi, sorry, bro. What's up? What's up, Eren? Like,
it needs to be like 10 climaxes in this episode. It needs to be like, boom, all right, boom, okay, boom. Like, next scene, like, you're going crazy.
And what's crazy is I thought that these 2 episodes were gonna be that. Like, I was excited for these 2 because I thought it was gonna be like boom, boom, boom. Next episode, boom, boom, boom. And then the final episode was gonna be just like kind of not necessarily tying everything up, but like, you know, little stuff. But now I'm like, this man Falco has Titan serum in him. What he just about to become a Titan. Cool. Freaking Hanji and them are literally tied up. The Jaegerists to me at this point, they're just unnecessary. Like they really are just being used by Eren to get to Zeke. Like I think that's also what pisses me off about Flock, because he is acting so big and bad, but it's like, you really aren't doing anything. Like, oh.
Nigga, bro. Rewatch episode 73. 74. Whichever episode that was being bro, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I guess.
That was evil.
That was evil. Like you didn't have to do that. How do you think this is going to end? Like, what are you picturing? Or you're not picturing anything. You're just along for the ride.
Honestly, I have a creeping suspicion that Eren does not hate Mikasa. Does not blah blah blah, all that, etc. etc. I think he wants to save everybody. And there's a way, and that he's probably gonna end up killing. I mean, he already gonna die, but like probably in some crazy way, like in some way, like some ethereal, like he gonna die but not die, some type shit. Sacrifices his life essence.
Okay. I mean, I was thinking about this too. Like, even if they do make it so that no Eldians can have kids anymore, you know how it's like once the those Titans or whatever, once they die, if they don't get eaten by a new host, aren't they just reborn in a random Eldian? But I mean, I don't know. I guess if there's no Eldians, they can't be reborn.
Like how they gonna ensure everybody die? You know what I'm saying? How they gonna ensure that they can have kids?
I guess change their physicality or their physiology, but I'm like,
like the how is just so crazy. Like they really just like euthanize. Like how?
The fact that 2 episodes before this show is supposed to end, they're letting us know that the founding Titan has this power to just change people's body and what they can do. Like what?
Like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
Literally, you just gotta shrug and be like, okay, cool. Okay, so that's now Zeke's plan. All right, well, we're gonna see if he's gonna be able to do that with Eren. I mean, I will be very surprised, like you said, if Eren shows up and is like, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's the goal. Yeah, I honestly don't even know what to even think anymore, because I literally was watching the episode like, what? Like Attack on Titan definitely surprises me all the time, but this was like, what? Yeah.
That's why I just need to see it.
That's how I feel about every week, though. It's crazy. Like I really was like, I need to see these next 2 episodes. Now I'm like, what the hell? I'm hoping though that we don't get the last episode and I'm still feeling like unresolved. Do you think we'll be like totally resolved?
Nope. I do not. I do not. I just don't have that much faith in anime studios. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like they work very hard, but like they don't be like really like think of Hunter x Hunter, think of Yu Yu Hakusho. You know what I'm saying? Think of Bleach. Think of these are other amazing shows. You know what I'm saying? That is like unresolved. That could have been resolved. They got the material to be resolved and just aren't. So hopefully they do. Or if they don't resolve it, that more is gonna be coming out. Maybe not really the final season, maybe an OVA or something, stuff like that. But hey.
It's been a pleasure. I mean, I'm sure we both can't wait for these next episodes. But yeah, tell the folks where they can find you once again. Anything you have going on.
I mean, you can find me at Vic Training. That's my email. That's my Twitter. That's my Instagram. Soon to be a website too. But thank you for having me on your podcast. I really hope you decide to make it just a full anime thing, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it seems like you enjoy doing it. And, I mean, why not? So, hey.
Ask and you shall receive. Maybe. Probably. Thanks, Vic. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to doing that. We'll see. I'm sure you'll be back on if I do that, absolutely. And yeah, you guys, if you want to connect with me more, you can find me at _Anime Nae everywhere, and then TheAnimeNae on YouTube. One word, again, one word. Don't forget that. All right, y'all. See y'all on the other side. Once we have this last episode, we'll all be on one page, hopefully. Maybe, perhaps, we'll see. But I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.